Bill Lishman admits he spent most of his life with his head up in the clouds, but he's been able to make his dream a reality. The Pickering area native is best known as Father Goose. He got the nickname from ABC's 2020 coverage of a scientific project he co-founds called Operation Migration. That fame grew with the Hollywood movie Fly Away Home.
Our domestic geese that we kept on the farm would all be wanting to go. They would be running to try and take off. Of course, they were too heavy to take off. And there was a whole spirit in the air to migrate, to go south. And it really inspired me. I thought, boy, it'd be great to get up there and fly south with those birds. But of course, I had to wait about 40 years till I was able to do that.
Lishman's family was expropriated from their land for the Pickering airport in the 70s. He said he's sad to see the land taken over by development.
I don't live in Pickering anymore, but let me show you why I live here and why we moved up here to Scugog Township.
In Scugog, the naturalist built his home right into the side of a hill.
I don't think we were meant to live in square boxes, and also I think if you take it from nature again, any animals that don't migrate usually live somewhere underground where it's relatively warm.
He says more people need to learn how to become more efficient in the way we live.
I'm really interested in how we live on the planet as human beings. We just passed 6 billion people on the planet, and we're headed for 9 billion, they figure, by the year 2020. And, we've got to learn to live a lot differently on the planet than we are now. Like the refrigerator, it's a design that just evolved, and it evolved the wrong way. It's totally impractical refrigerator. It's a box that used to have a block of ice in it, then they put a refrigeration unit in it, and what happens is every time you open the door, all the cold air comes out on the floor, and you can't find anything because it's all hidden away in behind. So my refrigerator, which comes up out of the counter and is like a lazy Susan, is just more practical, and also the cold air stays in the cylinder, so it's more efficient.
When he isn't saving birds, Lishman is a sculptor. He has many pieces on display throughout North America and his own backyard. He also helps his wife Pamela with her knit fur business. She uses Canadian beaver pelts, which Lishman says is also earth-friendly.
The way my wife is working with fur is not dealing with is dealing with animals that are in overabundance. Oh, this looks great. A lot of work.
Back at the office, Lishman and his partner continue their efforts to fundraise and create awareness about Operation Migration. Lishman says he's leaving most of the work up to his partner these days, but he likes to keep a hand in promotion.
I would like to see another film made that is more the realistic viewpoint of the whole thing, more of a documentary, perhaps in the IMAX format or something like that. Because when you get up there flying with birds and see the planet from that viewpoint, it's absolutely fabulous.
For Shaw TV, I'm Lisa Fender.